Buckle up, folks, because the airline industry just took another nosedive. Spirit Airlines, the company known for its cramped seats and questionable snack options, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This news comes after years of financial struggles, culminating in a whopping $2.5 billion in losses. It seems like yesterday they were charging extra for overhead bin access, and now they're begging for bankruptcy protection. Oh, how the turntables. This isn't exactly a surprise, though. Remember their failed attempts to merge with Frontier Airlines and JetBlue? The first one crashed and burned, and the second got shot down by the feds over antitrust concerns. Basically, the government didn't want them to create a monopoly on budget-unfriendly air travel. So, what does this mean for the average traveler? Well, for now, not much. Spirit says they're going to keep flying while they try to restructure their finances. They'll still be offering those bargain basement fares that somehow end up costing you an arm and a leg in baggage fees. Let's be honest, Spirit's financial woes didn't just appear overnight. This bankruptcy filing has been brewing for a while, like a bad case of traveler's diarrhea after a questionable airport meal. Remember those $2.5 billion in losses we talked about? Yeah, that's not a good look for any company. On top of that, Spirit has a mountain of debt coming due. Over $1 billion to be exact. That's enough to make even the most seasoned CFO break into a cold sweat. They've been trying to cut costs wherever they can, but let's face it, there's only so much you can do when you're running an airline. The failed mergers certainly didn't help matters. They were hoping a merger would give them the financial muscle to compete with the bigger airlines. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Now they're stuck trying to navigate the turbulent skies of the airline industry on their own. All right, let's talk about the people who are probably the most nervous right now: Spirit's customers and employees. First, the good news. Spirit says they're going to keep operating as usual. So if you've already booked a flight, you should be good to go. And if you're feeling lucky, you can still book a flight and hope for the best. Now, for the not-so-good news, bankruptcy proceedings can be unpredictable, to say the least. There's always a chance that flights could be delayed or canceled, or that Spirit could eventually be forced to shut down completely. And let's not forget about the employees. Bankruptcy often means layoffs, pay cuts, and a whole lot of uncertainty. Look, nobody knows for sure what the future holds for Spirit Airlines, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be a bumpy ride. So what's next for Spirit Airlines? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Right now, they're in what's called Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which means they're trying to restructure their debts and come up with a plan to stay afloat. Think of it like a financial timeout. They'll be working with their creditors to try and negotiate better terms on their loans. They might also sell off some of their assets, like planes or airport gates, to raise some quick cash. And who knows, they might even try to find a new buyer for the whole shebang. But let's be real, the airline industry is a tough business, especially for a low-cost carrier like Spirit. They're going to have to find a way to cut costs, improve their service, and convince customers that they're worth flying with again. It's a tall order, but hey, stranger things have happened.